how to gain everything without giving up anything. So if I get a person to work for me without me giving up any goods, I have that's considered deception, but that's considered the system of the world, how to be what prosperous. Now you can understand the technique of a slave master. Slave master is strictly there to rob the slave. You give them empty promises or whatever. It's, that even triples down to marriages. A lot of people get married and they the ideal or the perfect ideal or the perfect ideal of marriage would be equality. Each portion receives love, gives love. Right? That would be the idea of the perfect marriage. Both parties given a 100% 100% of love. They both bringing it to the table. So a bad marriage would be that someone is not doing their share of the 100%. They're not completely giving their 100%. That's considered a bad marriage. So that means someone is a slave master. They want somebody to carry them, do all the work while they do nothing. See, in that civilization, we have adapted to that being successful, or that has the advantage. Those that can get over has the advantage. The one that tries to get over walks around with the hole in the pocket. Let's take for example, let's say that if I stay in a neighborhood full of thieves, and every day I bring goods to my house, but every day they steal from me. How far do you think they'll get? Let's say like if I done no retaliation, I didn't call no authorities, I didn't make no actions, no necessary actions about the situation. I just let it be. How far do you think they'll get? A person in the natural eye would say they get very far because who's going to basically detect them? But see, here's the thing: how it works. There was a saying years ago: never buy anything that's hot, because it's cursed. So, why is cursed? Let you know how it works. There was a voice that tells them to go take something that doesn't belong to them, right? That same self voice they are in debt to. But that voice is a pit. So if the person if the person who had the goods stolen from them can let it go, I mean let it go without no holding on to it, no retributions, no revenge, no retaliation. If they could let it go and walk in like it never happened, not only would they get the spoils back in return, but they will actually get what they lost doubled. What I mean by that, it's like if somebody stole my lawnmower, for example. If I can let go of the disappointment, if I can let go of the anger, if I can let go of the fear of what I'm going to do without it, or the fact that somebody invaded me, if I can let go past all that, right? Not only will I get a better lawnmower, but I will get it for free. And not just that, the perks that comes along with that trail of that one act. Now that person, let's just go here, the person that actually stole the lawnmower from me, they get away with that without being caught by no authorities because I didn't press any charges. I didn't do anything, right? But the voice that told them to do it is going to tell on them. So they are in his court or his kingdom now. And everything they touch is cursed. And I guarantee you this. If that person can let the thief go and let the situation go, that thief will come back to them. If they can let it go. Sometimes a person say they let it go and they still got it in the back of their mind like somebody owed them something or something like that. But if they can let go of the thing that was stolen and let go of the pride, or what we call it, the principle of the fact that somebody stole something from you, if you can let that go, there's a bountiful harvest, not only that restores what you lost. And if you want it the same way that you had it, you can get it back the exact same way. But if you want God, God will restore you something, even something greater. Why? Because you're walking through the line of love. That's once again if we consider God holy. If we consider God holy, then part of his establishment is what? Sharing. If I may close with this, they through the whole pandemic of the COVID-19 deal, they was offering out or issuing out stimulus checks. Um, Also, people was getting work, some kind of work compensation, so forth. You could tell a thief they have nothing to show. A person may say like, I took that money, I fixed up my house, I bought a new car, I did this. You have nothing to show. You have nothing to show. You will hope that the things that you purchase would talk for you, but you have nothing to show. You're a slave. You was purchased because you saw the money at the power as the power. You think it can buy you, but it can't grant you anything. But an illusion is mere deception. If you hear a person talking about money, 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 they have a hole in their pocket. They have no value. They are a slave nonetheless, and they're going to show you how much of a slave they are. They're going to work really hard for the money. And then it's going to be presented how it works. An opportunity is going to present itself to them how to, we would call it quote unquote, get over on the situation, how to get paid or how to get the money without or without working or very minimum, you know, a work. It's called pyramid schemes or quick money schemes, whatever. How to get the money fast. That person's cursed. They're going to get their first initial whatever, but they're going to pay for it. Every person who stole something is going to pay for it. The person's like, who will catch them? The person, the voice that's telling them to go ahead, take something that doesn't belong to them is going to tell on them. That's how they get caught. The person may say, like, I don't believe in Satan. You will. Your life going to be evidence. I don't believe in that Jesus stuff. You will. Your life will be evident. Because you're going to call upon the name of the Most High God. And you're not going to, it's like if you're going to exclude Jesus altogether, right? You're going to call upon the name of the Most High God for help. Based upon, because the thief have been stealing from you. Because the thief set you up to have your goods stolen. So you're going to call upon the Most High for help. But since he is holy, he going to ask you to present yourself holy. So what are you going to do? I'm not going to go into any person's belief and all that good stuff. You're going to fast, you're going to consecrate, you're going to do Ramadan, whatever that you're going to do. You do cantations, whatever you're going to do to present yourself as holy. But the only way to be whole or holy is to be without the sin. Before holiness, God is without, or the Most High is without sin. He is without error. He is without flaw. He is perfection. And when we come before Him, we're supposed to be in that self-same manner. Now, how do you get, now, you just been stealing. How can you not be cursed? If the person that have the goods stolen from them can let it go, the principle, because it's not going to be, that's nothing but the spirit of fear is going to basically put pressure on them to be anxious to have like a retaliation to somehow make a statement. But you don't have to prove anything. You don't owe anybody anything. If they stole something from you, let it go. Do your act. That's where the relationship with the Most High becomes truthful, because it's the moment of truth. Because you're facing the moment that you don't have to be in truth, and you can basically go by how you feel. but more like your emotions is off of something that's fear related. Somebody stole something from you, you feel violated. You feel like you've been um, somebody trespassed, somebody did something they had no business doing, they crossed the line. So they're in violation. So you think they should be handled, right? What 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 authority is going to handle it? You will never get the retribution back, or you never get what they took from you back. 'Cause that's internal. When the scripture talks about the thief will return back sevenfold, God is talking about that perspective, not nothing natural. He stole your goods on the inside. When somebody takes something from you, that's a violation to you as a soul. Like if you were completely innocent of never having anything stolen from you, somebody just took a portion of your soul, or a portion of your innocence. Now you know that that can happen. Something like that can happen. So the thief has to restore that. And it's interesting how it works. A person may say, like, okay, break that down. The person that stole from you, like I said, that the thief will come back and give it to you, right? How it works. There's many people that are deceived, right? That's walking in the reality of deception, or walking by the spirit of deception, or being a god in their own eyes. So they're following the thief. That thief will come to you and ask, can they bless you some form of way. The person like that wasn't a person who did it, but they represent the same spirit, the same voice, same thief. Don't look at the body. Never look at the physical act. Never look at the flesh and blood. Go within. If you can separate from the fact that someone stole something from you, or they crossed a line within you, that respect line, if you can let that go, that harvest not only will be restored back to you, but you'll get it doubled. You know, the people that actually bless me are the ones that talked about me the most. And they hate the fact that they have to bless me. They hate it. But what compels them to bless me if they're going to hate it? That's how truth works. When the scripture says, love on them, those that despitefully use you or hurt you or falsely accuse you or do anything for you, just love them. It's like putting hot coal on the head. This is what he's saying. This is what the scripture is saying. They will hate the fact that they have to bless something that they're going to hate later. I don't think any person who did wrong to me, that hurt me, that said anything bad about me or discredited my name, they hate that they have to do something good for me. I don't have to get retribution. I don't have to retaliate. I don't have to call the authorities. I'll get it back. Now let's cap this off by saying, which one is greater? Having the thief that stole from you restore back to you double, or holding on to the fact that they stole something from you and you try to get retribution, revenge, some kind of retaliation. With that being said, all right, my people of faith, you are the blessed. Let's be the blessing. Let's keep walking.